Have you ever noticed how you can have the perfect trading strategy? You've backtested it, you know exactly when to enter, and somehow you still find yourself clicking that buy button just because, well, your gut says this trade will be different. Or you're sitting there watching price tick up and down and your heart's racing like you're defusing a bomb. And then, when it all goes wrong, you think, I knew I shouldn't have done that. Let me tell you something. Trading success isn't just about your system. It's about what's happening between your ears. Today, we're going to dive deep into the trading psychology that actually works. Not fluffy motivational quotes, not the just be disciplined cliches. Real strategies and mindsets that help you stay calm and consistent. Hey, welcome back to Pip Theory, where we talk about what really matters in trading, your mindset, your process, and your growth as a trader. Whether you're brand new to Forex or you've been grinding away for years, this video is going to give you the psychological tools to keep going and to start seeing your trading in a totally new light. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear roadmap for building a mindset that doesn't crumble when the market moves against you. We're going to cover emotional regulation, self-awareness, the difference between professional thinking and amateur thinking, and why overconfidence and revenge trading are traps that every trader falls into at some point. And I promise you, stick around to the end, because we'll also talk about how to cultivate patience and detachment so you can stop feeling like every single trade defines your worth. Grab a coffee, or maybe something stronger if you've had a rough trading week. And let's get started. Let's just be honest here. Trading can mess with your head. Fear, greed, FOMO, they don't just show up once in a while. They're always lurking, waiting for that moment when you're tired, frustrated, or feeling a little too confident. I remember this one trade. GBP USD was flying up and I thought, this is it. This is my chance to make back everything I lost this month. You already know how this ends. I piled in way bigger than I planned. The market reversed almost instantly, and my stop was hit before I could even process it. That moment taught me something important. Your emotions will always push you to do the thing that feels good right now. Emotional regulation isn't about pretending you don't feel fear or greed. It's about recognizing those feelings and pausing before you act. Try this the next time you feel the urge to jump in without a plan. Literally, get up, step away from your screen, and take a few slow breaths. Sounds almost too simple, but breaking that cycle of impulse is what separates consistent traders from gamblers. I know, journaling sounds boring, but it's honestly the cheapest trading edge you'll ever have. Here's why. Most of us are blind to our patterns in real time. When you write down every trade, why you took it, how you felt before and after, what was going through your head, you start to see connections you'd never notice otherwise. For example, maybe you keep telling yourself you're disciplined, but when you look at your journal, you see that every Monday you overtrade. Or every time you have 3 winners, you start risking double. When you spot those patterns, you can finally start to change them. Self-awareness is about being brutally honest. You're not just logging wins and losses, you're documenting the story behind them. And when you do that consistently, you build a kind of emotional map of yourself as a trader. You know where the traps are, and you can see them coming. Most people quit trading because they think they're supposed to feel confident all the time. But that's not how it works. A trader's mindset is something you grow, not something you get handed after a couple of months. It's built through repetition, through showing up when you don't feel motivated, through accepting that losses are part of the business, not a reflection of your worth. Think of it like going to the gym. You don't lift weights once and expect to walk out ripped. Trading is the same. You show up, you put in the reps, you get a little better at managing your mind each time. I'm telling you this because I wish someone had said it to me early on. You can't shortcut experience. But if you focus on your process and keep learning from every trade, you will get there. This one gets everyone eventually. You win a few trades in a row, and you start to feel bulletproof. It's like your brain goes, I'm a genius now. Rules? Who needs rules? And that's exactly when you start risking too much or taking trades that don't fit your plan. Then, when the inevitable loss hits, you're not just disappointed, you're angry. So you take a revenge trade to try to get it all back, and 9 times out of 10, that revenge trade costs you even more. Overconfidence is just as dangerous as fear. It blinds you to risk and makes you believe you can outsmart the market. The market doesn't care how you feel. You have to remind yourself, every single day, that consistency comes from respecting your plan, not from chasing emotion. Here's the thing that separates professional traders from everyone else. They don't measure themselves by one trade or even 1 month. They know it's about probabilities over hundreds of trades. Professionals don't need to be right every time. They're comfortable with uncertainty because they trust their edge over the long term. It's like flipping a weighted coin. If you have a 60% edge, any single flip doesn't matter. But over 100 flips, you'll come out ahead. This is why detachment is so powerful. When you stop tying your identity to the outcome of each trade, you free yourself to trade calmly. It's not about being emotionless. It's about caring more about consistency than ego. Patience is maybe the least sexy part of trading, but it's everything. When you're patient, you can sit on your hands and wait for the setup that fits your plan. When you're detached, you can walk away from the screen if nothing's there, instead of forcing a trade out of boredom. And when you think long-term, you don't panic when you hit a losing streak, because you know your edge will play out over time. I've had weeks, sometimes months, where nothing seemed to work. But the traders who make it are the ones who keep showing up, refining their process, and trusting that discipline pays off. It's not flashy, it's not always fun, but it works. So here's my challenge to you. This week, don't just focus on the charts. Focus on you. Start journaling, even if it feels awkward. Notice when you feel fear or greed and practice pausing before you act. And remind yourself, you're playing a long game. Trading isn't about one big win. It's about thousands of tiny decisions made with clarity. If you got value from this, do me a favor, hit the like button so more traders can find this message. And drop a comment below. What's the psychological trap you struggle with the most? Overconfidence? Revenge trading? Impatience? I read every single comment because I want this channel, Pip Theory, to be a place where traders can grow together. If you haven't subscribed yet, now's the time. Next video, I'm going to show you the real mental exercises professional traders use before every trading session, so you can build discipline step by step. Thanks for hanging out with me today. And remember, the market will always test you, but if you train your mind, you'll always be ready. I'll see you in the next one. And before you go, I just want to remind you, if today's video made you pause and think about your own habits, that's already progress. Every trader has moments of doubt. Every trader has moments when they feel like quitting. But the fact that you're here, learning and reflecting, means you're already ahead of the majority of people who give up before they ever develop real skill. Keep coming back to this channel whenever you need a reminder that you're not alone in this. We're all learning, adapting, and evolving together. If you ever have questions or just want to share your experiences, leave a comment or reach out. I'd love to hear about your journey. And if you know another trader who could use a little motivation, send them this video. Sometimes just hearing that someone else understands what you're going through can make all the difference. All right, take care, stay patient, and remember, consistent small steps lead to big changes over time. I'm rooting for you. See you soon.